Hi, welcome back. Today I wanted to go more on a personal note, as I see that there are a lot of videos about opinions on Star Wars, about theories the last few weeks, I guess. And it's all basically around the things including the Mandalorian, the release slate, the information we get from Disney, from Lucasfilm, the rumors, also Kathleen Kennedy stuff. Before me I here have the Pirates and Princesses article of WDW Pro, Behind the Doors of Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm. It's basically an old summary on all the rumors that came out on Kathleen Kennedy, on the Star Wars under Kathleen Kennedy, about the sequel trilogy, a few things where Luke's head is crossed out, also the steps going to Colin Trevorrow not being the director for the last episode. It basically comes all down to those three camps that there are within Lucasfilm, within Disney, on the way they see Star Wars. And you can interpret this news different ways. You could say, oh, I'm for that team, I'm for that team. I think that's going to be the future. Oh, that's definitely what I want, that's what I don't want. That's a way to look at it. But you could also see it as an opportunity to think about the future of Star Wars. And then I'm not talking about behind the scenes, how that would be, but I'm talking about the story of Star Wars. And that's what I want to talk about today, is why I read Star Wars news, why I watch those videos about the theorists who say this is going to happen in Star Wars, this is going to happen in Star Wars. It's because they are all opportunities for a story. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will be, but it gives us something to look at. And all this Star Wars news on Jon Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy, what eventually the outcome will be, there will be certain stories being told. And the more problems there are, basically, the more ways we can define the future of Star Wars. It might be a bit philosophical, but in a way, everything that's talked about, every rumor that comes out of this information machine, some are true, some aren't, it's all opinionated. It's never objective. And that's basically what you want to do with it. If you hear this news, you shouldn't think about, I'm on this side of the camp, I'm on this side. You should not make it subjective. You should not be on a camp. You should see which opportunities within the story lay in the future of Star Wars. For example, after Disney took over, we didn't really know what was the future of Star Wars. But eventually we found out Kathleen Kennedy came the head, and eventually we got the sequel trilogy. But in the beginning there weren't these problems that we know of now. We get so much information, and this year is definitely the year to be a Star Wars fan. We get a lot of stuff, there is a lot of information to fantasize on stories, and that's what we should get out of this Star Wars news. I don't say it's wrong to have an opinion on Star Wars, but as we have seen in the past, the most opinions are pretty toxic. So if you want to get the positivity out of it, out of this news, out of those rumors, look at it objectively, see what the opportunities are, and just be happy that there are more than one possibility in future stories within the Star Wars universe. And that's basically what I want to give to every Star Wars fan, is that it's such a big universe. And if there will be no problems, no issues, eventually we will get bored of the stories being told. If you know how bad a story can be, you can see the contrast and determine what is a good Star Wars story or even a perfect Star Wars story. And still, don't take all those rumors seriously, but look at it as an opportunity. That's what I want to give you, and that's an idea I have in my head, and that's how I perceive all this information we get. Thank you for listening to my opinion, because obviously it was my opinion, and it's still kind of subjective, but this is my idea on Star Wars news. As you have seen in the background, there's some Star Wars Battlefront 2 footage. I always played on Xbox, and in the last week I switched to the PC, and I did that just before Epic Games offered it for free. So yeah, that's sad, but eventually this is a lesson for everybody that does not have it on PC. Claim it now, you will have it for free forever, and even though we don't have a lot of Star Wars games to wait for right now, you can still play it for the next couple of years, as it is an awesome game. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the next video.